Hi, boys and girls. Today I am reading Edward the Emu, and it's written by Sheena Knowles, illustrated by Rod Clement. Apparently, there's another book called Edwina the Emu that I don't know about, but I'm probably going to look into it after this. I always like books that have more than one, especially if I like them. Edward the Emu was sick of the zoo. There was nowhere to go. There was nothing to do. And compared to the seals that lived right next door, well, being an emu was frankly a bore. You all get what an emu must be? Do you know what an emu is? Big, giant, flightless bird from Australia. Not as big as an ostrich. Kind of in that group. So that night, when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward jumped from his pen and he laughed as he said, "The seals are best anybody can tell, so tomorrow I'll just be a seal as well." The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the seals were swimming and Edward was too. He dived in the water and basked in the sun, and he balanced a ball in his beak, just for fun. Well, Edward was really enjoying the day till he overheard someone behind the fences say, "The seals are always amusing, it's true, but the lion's the best thing to see at the zoo." What do you think Edward's going to do? So that night, when the zookeeper went to bed, Edward jumped from the pool and he smiled as he said, "The lion's the best. Anybody can tell. So tomorrow I'll just be a lion as well." Goodbye, seal. The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the lions were roaring, and Edward was too. He snarled at the ladies and growled at the men. Life was certainly grand for a lion in his den. Well, Edward was having a wonderful day till a man in the crowd had the gumption to say, "The lion's a beast I shall always detest. The snakes are the things that I like to see best." What do you think he's going to do? So that night, when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward crept from the cage and he grinned as he said, "If the snakes are the best things, and that's what they say, then tomorrow I'll just be a snake for the day." He's standing on his head. The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the snakes were all hissing, and Edward was too. He slipped round the rocks. It was magic to see. Then he curled himself casually up round a tree. Can you tell what's going to happen? Can you predict what's going to happen? Well, Edward was just warming up for the day when he overheard one of the visitors say, "The snakes are impressive. I know that it's true, but the emu's by far the best thing at the zoo." What do you think Edward's going to do now? "The emu?" gasped Edward. "My goodness, that's me! I'm the thing that gentleman most likes to see. Not the seals, the lions, the snakes, and the rest. It's Edward the emu. He likes to see best." Like that snake's like, "Okay." So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward slipped from the cage and he laughed as he said, If the emu's the best, then that's easy. Then, tomorrow I'm Edward, the emu, again. Edward ran to the place where he used to reside. But oh, what a shock when he clambered inside. He found himself suddenly come face to face with the emu they'd brought in to take Edward's place. What do you think he's thinking? The emus considered each other a while. Then the new emu said with a shy little smile, "Hello, I'm Edwina. It's nice meeting you. You're the best thing I've seen since I came to this zoo." And apparently, they wrote a story called Edwina the Emu as well. Maybe you can look for it.